Welcome to our channel, where you can find the latest and most exciting news about the young and the restless. Today, we will explore the dramatic developments that will appear in the episode airing on Wednesday, October 23rd. This episode promises to bring many tense situations as secrets are gradually revealed and the dramatic conflicts continue to escalate. Let's dive into each detail to understand more about what is going to happen. In this episode, Phyllis will be the one to bring disturbing news to Nick. Phyllis, always the strong and decisive person, will not hesitate to express her concerns to Nick about Sharon. She suspects that Sharon is involved in eliminating Heather and framing her son, Daniel. Phyllis will share these accusations with Nick, but it will not be easy for Nick to believe it. Nick has had a long and complicated relationship with Sharon, so it is not surprising that he will have a hard time believing that Sharon really did what Phyllis is accusing her of. Nick, always the more rational and calm one, may think that Phyllis is being too emotional and should let things run their course through the justice system. Phyllis, who is tenacious and does not give up easily, will surely feel extremely disappointed that Nick is not on her side. However, this does not deter her. Phyllis will not let Daniel, the son she loves, be held responsible for a crime she believes he did not commit. Despite Nick's advice, Phyllis decides to take matters into her own hands. Phyllis vows to find evidence to prove Sharon's involvement in Heather's death and framing Daniel. This could be the turning point that makes the story more tense, as Phyllis is not afraid to use shady methods, as long as she can protect her son. She is willing to do whatever it takes to ensure that Daniel is released from this situation. In another development, Daniel will not sit idly by. When things push him to the brink of despair, Daniel decides to confront Sharon and demand that she confess the truth. He will firmly assert that he is innocent and that Sharon knows it, despite what she told the police. Daniel will challenge Sharon, forcing her to admit that the argument between her and Heather on the night of the murder was a lie. Sharon lied about being at Heather's apartment and about the fight that took place. Daniel will not stop at just asking Sharon to admit this, but he may also press her to confess more about other dark secrets she may be hiding. No matter how determined Daniel is, Sharon will not easily admit guilt. She will deny all the accusations and insist that she had nothing to do with Heather's death or the framing of Daniel. Sharon will face increasing pressure as the story progresses, and she will need to find a way to hide the clues that lead to the truth. At some point, Danny will appear via video call with his son, Daniel. During the conversation, Daniel will express his concern about the evidence against him and his concern that the police will soon arrive to arrest him. The situation becomes increasingly dire when Christine Blair, a veteran lawyer, decides to return to defend Daniel. The tension in this story will continue to escalate as all the evidence is stacked against Daniel and time seems to be against him. Phyllis will not stop at accusing Sharon, but will employ a series of underhanded tactics to turn the tables. These shady plans may include gathering evidence or even setting up situations to put Sharon in a disadvantageous position. These actions will certainly push the story to a new climax, where the characters will face fiery confrontations. With all that going on, Sharon will be forced to find a way to cover her tracks. Although she denies any involvement in Heather's death and Daniel's framing, the pressure from Phyllis and Daniel will make her more vigilant than ever. As this story continues to develop, Sharon will have to fight not only to protect her honor, but also to protect her freedom. The upcoming episodes of the show will definitely keep the audience glued to the screen. The confrontation between Phyllis and Sharon, along with Daniel's fight to clear his name, will push everything to a climax. Will Sharon be able to keep her secret? Will Phyllis succeed in clearing her son's name? All will be answered in the next episodes of this dramatic show. Stay tuned to our channel so you don't miss any exciting developments.